This is May 30th, and this is our trip to get 1,000 miles within 24 hours. Our trip started from northern Kentucky to Oacoma, South Dakota. We actually ended up doing 1,034 miles by the time we reached Chamberlain, South Dakota. During our trip, the weather was great. It was chilly in the morning because we left around 3 a.m. Eastern time. Along the way, it did get a little chilly, but it wasn't too bad. No rain, no engine problems. Our bikes ran great. I did have my buddy, he lost a few things, his tent, his fishing gear, sleeping bag. But, you know, sometimes that happens in a trip. He was able to gather all those things up at different stores. But then after we got the 1,000 miles, the next day we chose to go to Spearfish, South Dakota, just to do some fishing, a little bit of riding. And again, it was a little chilly. We got to stop in Badlands along the way, but Spearfish was beautiful, great weather, a little chilly at night, but perfect camp weather. Did pretty well fishing, not too terrible. We did catch some fish in the end. In the beginning, we did not. It was frustrating a little bit, but all in all, fantastic trip. Very memorable. Definitely eager for another trip. I don't know if I'll do 1,000 miles again in 24 hours, but this is our trip. I hope you enjoy. crossing the bridge into Oacoma, South Dakota, from Chamberlain, South Dakota, along the Missouri River. We stayed at the Arrowwood Resort, specifically the campground. We actually got a cabin there in front of the Missouri River, which was really nice. After doing over 1,000 miles, a mattress sounded better than a tent. And the next day, we rode out to Spearfish to actually tent camp at the KOA and then do some fishing, a little bit of riding. Went over to Deadwood, Lead, and that area. We mainly went there to fish, and it was just a great trip. It was beautiful. Here we are at the KOA Spearfish. So far it's been beautiful weather. About to do some fishing. There's a Spearfish Creek nearby. Do some fly fishing. So this is Spearfish. Spearfish Creek. And we're in Spearfish, South Dakota. Hopefully catching some trout. Neither one are experienced fly fishermen. Always using spinning rods. So if this looks terrible, you know why. Hopefully we can catch something. We'll see.